Good time to all of you who are watching this video. For this opportunity, I would like to address the question, which is quoted as, how is language teaching methodology related to the construction of a language policy? I would start by recalling the words by Hu 2002 and Liao 2001, in which they say that several of the low standards reached in the traditional teaching has to do with dedicating mostly of the formation in soul grammar teaching. It has been a very powerful desire by the policies in the plan of bilingualism from Colombia to try to improve the acquisition of the language proficiency, more exactly in the foreign language, which is the English, okay, in which they try to carry it out like two particular things. Firstly, to improve the quality of the policies that in the current days we have for the acquisition of the language, but also to promote the competitiveness among all the Colombian citizens that are right now. So basically, this type of project searches two pillars. Okay, the first one is how to create a fundamental factor for becoming um, so competitive among things that has to do with the economic, with the academic, with the technological issues, and also with the cultural approach for the global dynamics that are going on in the world. The second pillar or base, which is being searched by this particular project, has to do with the acquisition and enhancement of the communicative competency that any one of the Colombian citizens can manage, as allowing themselves to get the opportunity and the recognition by other cultures to not just being communicated, but also the construction of the individual and collective growth. On the other hand, one of the most difficult things that we are about to afford by this particular vision of implementing a methodology for teaching is that, regarding to Penny Cook, he says that there is a positive vision that a method can be developed from the traditional way to the modern way of teaching English in a linear path. In other words, it's a sort of an updating, okay, of the traditional way how we have learned the English, or how we offer the teaching of the English, that may be by basing the knowledge on grammar structures, by basing knowledge on vocabulary, or the things that has to do with the foundations that all the guys who are learning the language are about to acquire in order to being improved, okay, and efficient in communicating on the language. And then, of course, by using the different methodologies that we all know in the nowadays by teaching English, such as total physical response, silent way, and so on. Well, they may be implemented, in order to enhance all the particular possibilities, to get more aware for the communication, a good communication way to speak the English. One of the difficulties to finish this video that I have perceived has to do with the material, with the written material in for that we have at hand for teaching the English. Okay. With this, I refer myself that many of those materials, let's say books or any sort of material that we use for teaching the English, well, are designed in a very contextual environments, which are quite not close even to the context that we all live here, for example, in Colombia. Let's say, for example, that we have a lesson in which they speak about snow and how those snow time take place in the season. Well, even though that's vocabulary that of course we may offer, uh, however, it's very different from reality that we may live here in the situation, in the normal situation, the reality situation that we may live here in Colombia. Well, that's the outcome that I have on how to get an approach for implementing methodology related to the construction of the language policy. Thank you so much, and until we meet again. Bye bye.